Okay, I think I'm visible and audible both. So now let's move on. Yes, I think my screen is visible. So now let's select to draw something. Yes, now selected. So here in this session I'm going to talk about the fourth unit, that is business ethics and corporate social responsibility. So the first topic in this unit, that is business ethics. So what this business ethics is? Here given business ethics it comprises principles and standards that guide behavior in the conduct of business. Okay, so it is simply the principles and standards that guide the behavior in the conduct of the business. Businesses must balance their desire to maximize profit against the needs of its against the needs of its stakeholders. So what happens? Business ethics is simply are principles and standards that guide behavior in the conduct of the business. So all businesses must balance their desire to maximize profit against the needs of its stakeholders. Means maintaining this balance often requires trade-off. Means there should be the balance in between maximizing profit and the needs of its stakeholders. So it guides, then business ethics guides the uh, conduct of the business. So difference between ethics and law. While law is obligatory and violation of law attracts penalties from the justice system, ethics are more voluntary in nature. So law is obligatory and violation of law can attract penalties from the justice system. But that kind of penalties are not present in case of ethics. Ethics are more voluntary in nature. However, not acting ethically might lead to violation of laws. Okay, so all laws are ethically proven. It means here given not acting ethically might lead to violation of laws, as most laws are in one way or the other a codification of ethics. When we codify ethics, then that becomes the law. So that's why not acting in accordance with the ethics might lead to the violation of the laws. So that's why all business organizations should act ethically. Sources of ethics given. Yes. Sources of ethics are genetically imbibed. The first source that is given, genetically imbibed traits of ethical behavior are carried from one generation to other using schools, and from one generation to the next generation ethical behavior are transferred. So that's why given genetically imbibed traits of ethical behavior are carried from one generation to the other using schools, etc. Religion. So that is about the first source. It was genetically imbibed. The second source it is religion. The belief of religion or faith makes people comply to the imposed restrictions. Okay, comply with the imposed restriction means every religion on this planet has some kind of restriction. So complying with those restrictions. Then the third one you have culture. But here as you can see on the screen, that is the culture. Culture varies from one religion to the other, but the ethical essence does not differ much from one religion to another. Most of the ethical essence remain as it is. Fourth one given, legal system. Laws represent a rough approximation of a society. of a society's ethical standard. So legal system it is nothing but the rough approximation of society's ethical standards. So what kind of ethical standards are present in a particular society that can be understood with the help of legal system. Fifth, given code of conduct, the society plays a crucial role in framing the code of conduct for ethics. The workplace ethics are based on common beliefs and are broader in nature. Means code of conduct, so what kind of means activities are appropriate and what kind of activities are not appropriate. These all things are there in the code of the conduct. Importance of business ethics given. The first importance that is ethics can help improve decision making by providing managers with the appropriate knowledge and tools that allow them to correctly identify, diagnose, analyze, and provide solutions to the ethical problems and dilemmas. So, given here, ethics help improve decision making by providing means how it help to improve decision making by providing managers with the appropriate knowledge and tools. Business managers get appropriate knowledge and tools from the business ethics and that they use to identify, diagnose, and analyze different kinds of solutions. Second, given that is business ethics provide us with the ability to assess the benefits and problems associated with different ways of managing ethics. Business ethics provide us with the ability to assess, means that provide the ability to assess the benefits and problems, different kinds of benefits and different kinds of problems associated with the different ways of managing ethics. Then you have ethical issues in business. So many issues are there. So the dilemma remains between striking the balance between profits and ethics, because businesses are there for getting the profit, but ethics also should be considered when making profit decisions, because if there is imbalance in between these two, then it may lead to some kind of problem. So here given profit is an inherent net motive of businesses, but various economic thinkers have propagated various business motives varying from profitability, wealth, utility maximization, etc. Means different economic thinkers have different bases for businesses. Some economic thinkers think that businesses should be for the profitability, something that for the wealth creation, something some economic thinkers think that that it should be for utility maximization, and they all have different background, or you can say the supporting view, but there are differences of opinions too. On the one hand, there is the ideology of Karl Marx, according to which it is unethical to do business to accumulate wealth. So, Karl Marx says that businesses should not be to get the profit or to accumulate wealth. So that's why, according to which it is unethical to do business to accumulate wealth. On the other hand, Mahatma Gandhi believed in business but preached the trusteeship, according to which a businessman should look after the welfare of his employees. Sixth, given that is corporate governance and corporate sustainability, theory of corporate governance, rights of and equitable treatment of shareholders. Organizations should respect the rights of shareholders and help shareholders exercise those rights. Interests of other stakeholders, that is the second point. Means preview of the corporate governance here, how a corporate should be governed, means what, how it's the processes of the corporate should flow, so that it should be here in corporate governance. Interest of other stakeholders. Organizations should recognize that they have legal and other obligations to all legitimate shareholders. Mm, Organizations should answer the problem or the questions of all its stakeholders. Roles and responsibilities of board. The board needs a range of skills and understanding to be able to deal with various business issues and to have the ability to review management performance. So the board means many different kinds of the skills are required by the uh, people in the board, so that they can understand various business issues and to have the ability to review management performance. Integrity and ethical behavior. Yeah. So here these all points are all about corporate governance, means how a particular organization should work or function. Integrity and ethical behavior. Organizations should develop code of conduct for their directors and executives that promote ethical, responsible decision making. That it was the fourth one. The means code of conduct should be there for the directors and executives of the organization, so that they become more ethical, responsible. Disclosure and transparency. There should be transparency in the organization. Also, organizations should clarify the role of board and the management, and the same should be conveyed to the public, that what are the responsibilities of management and boards are. Now next you have corporate social responsibility, CSR. Overall aim of corporate social responsibility is to have a positive impact on society as a whole, while it engages in maximizing the creation of shared values for the owners of the business, its employees, shareholders, and stakeholders. So this means corporate social responsibility is to have a positive impact on the society as a whole. Hence, businesses should give benefit or you can say profit to business owners or shareholders, but at the same time as a whole, means businesses should have positive impact on the society. So corporate social responsibility is a management concept whereby companies integrate social and environmental concerns in their business operations and interaction within their shareholders. It means the corporate social responsibility, that is a management concept where companies try to consider, means try not or consider the social and environmental concerns in their business operations. In their day-to-day business operations, they try to think about the impact of their business operations on the society and the environment. And when they think and they consider, then according to that they change or they adjust their business operations, so that the negative impact can be minimized and the positive impact can be increased on the society. It is a way through which companies achieve balance of economic, environmental, and societal imperatives. Means it is just like the balance where the business organization should address the expectation of shareholders and stakeholders also, and at the same time uh, the businesses should think about the positive impact of business operations on the society. Because overall there should be positivity in the society due to business operations, so that it comes under corporate social responsibility. So regulatory mechanism for corporate social responsibility given. So the Companies Act. So by different acts or laws, corporate social responsibility can be regulated. So given with the enactment of Section 135 of the Companies Act 2013, India became the first country to make corporate social responsibility spending and disclosure mandatory for large companies with a specific turnover. It means with the enactment of Section 135 of Companies Act 2013, uh, corporate so means how much a particular company is spending money for corporate social responsibility, that should be disclosed, and that it became mandatory. So Companies Act 2013 and corporate social responsibility now the companies in India are governed by clause 135 of the Companies Act 2013 for performing their corporate social responsibility or corporate social responsibility activity. So Section 130, what it says, Section 135 of the Companies Act 2013 lays down that the companies with an annual turnover of 1000 crore Indian rupees and more, or net worth of 500 crore Indian rupees or more, or a net profit of 5 crore Indian rupees and more, shall constitute a corporate social responsibility or CSR committee of the board, consisting of 3 or more directors, of which one will be an independent director. So there should be one board, one committee should be constituted, one CSR committee should be constituted by the organization. If such condition, just like if annual turnover it is 1000 crore or more, or its net worth it is 500 crore or more, or its profit it is 5 crore or more. So if if out of this condition, if any one condition is going to be fulfilled, then in that case CSR committee should be constituted, having the board members consisting of 3 members and 1 member should be independent director. CSR committee will be responsible to formulate and recommend to the board a CSR policy which shall indicate the activities to be undertaken. So what kind of CSR activities should be taken by the organization, should be recommended by the CSR committee. Recommend the amount of expenditure to be incurred on the activities. So how much amount to be used for different activities related to CSR activities. So these things are recommended by CSR board or CSR committee. Monitor the CSR policy of the company from time to time. So these are the you can say the work of CSR committee. Benefits of CSR. The first, it is communities provide the license to operate. Okay, communities provide the license to operate. If there is better CSR activities by any organization, then in that case communities um, communities perception become better with respect to that organization. So that's why everyone communities provide the license to operate. Today's corporate understand that the license to operate in any particular area is not just given by the government. Not only the government should give the license to operate in a particular region, but also by the communities that impacted by the activities of the company. If the activities of the company impact the people living nearby, then in that case those people may uh, become against that company. So that's why it is important that the people living nearby should understand the activities or the operation of the company, and the perception of the company should be positive in the eyes of the people living in the community nearby. A strong CSR program provides the companies with the license to operate and to maintain the trust of the local community. So that's why a strong CSR program is very important, so that it will help to get the license to operate from the community members. attracting and retaining employees. CSR interventions that help employees to participate give them a sense of belongingness to the company. If there is better CSR interventions, then in that case, people working for that particular organization feel belongingness, and that it helps for retaining employees. Communities as suppliers. As a part of CSR activities, the communities have as a part of CSR activities, the communities have been incorporated into the supply chain to enhance their livelihood. So CSR activities also should enhance the livelihood, enhancing corporate reputation. Okay, here it is. Okay, that is reputation. Enhancing corporate reputation. When the companies position themselves as responsible corporate citizens, it creates goodwill and a positive image, thereby helping them to enhance their brand image in the market. So that is also helpful. Means CSR activities help organizations to create positive image, and thereby helping them to enhance their brand image, because nowadays you can see Tata, so people trust on Tata because the image of Tata is very positive in the eyes of people. So that's why due to their CSR activities also and many other factors also. So here CSR activity is very important for enhancing the corporate reputation. I think that's over. If any kind of query or any kind of doubt, then you can put in the comment section.